2 minutes ago, fourth quarter, 2nd and 10. Dogs have the ball. Hands off. Zamir White gets 5 or 6 yards. Why is Stetson Bennett in the game? I don't know. If Stetson Bennett is our best option, then there is something clearly wrong with the coaching staff and how they're picking quarterbacks.
1:53 remaining. Kentucky will stop the clock for the first time this half.
Beyond irritated. Beyond irritated. Stetson is not the man. Stetson Bennett is showing you why he is a backup quarterback. He transferred away from Georgia and why he's never going to be elite in the SEC. He's not. There is no magic pill to make Stetson Bennett better than he is right now. And if there is, I don't know that Georgia is going to be able to get it. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Limp noodle, sidearm. Bad decision making. Not a real dual threat. It is an embarrassment for Georgia to have this much talent on the field and to do this little. What will it take to convince Kirby to change? I don't know, because he sure as heck didn't have a problem snatching D'Wan Mathis after 1 interception in 4 series. Yet we have Stetson Bennett, who has thrown 5 interceptions in 2 games. Roll Tide says everything you love in a UGA quarterback. Gonna take more than 14 to beat Florida. That's for damn sure. This would be funny if it wasn't so pathetic. How in the world can you look at what you put on the field and say, we're going to go with Stetson Bennett? How could you look at the last game we played against Alabama and say, we're going to go with Stetson Bennett? Stetson Bennett is never going to be able to take down a top 10 team. It ain't even close. They come out and said that QB1 is Stetson, QB2 is D'Wan, and QB3 is JT. I don't know how in the world we have this problem where we've got all these talented quarterbacks and we can't seem to do anything at the quarterback position. Got 2 NFL running backs, got several NFL wide receivers. Lord knows we've got an offensive line that will certainly, most of them, go pro. Here's the problem. The weakest freaking position we have at UGA is the quarterback. How dumb is that?
Who came in with all of the accolades. First carry in Pop Warner, second carry after a touchdown. First high school carry.
The receivers are talking about, yeah, $6.4 million for this garbage. This is garbage.
But a torn ACL, first preseason with Georgia, coming off of a torn ACL.
I was really excited about the receiving core that we had. Turns out we're hosed up at the QB position, and I don't see how that's even possible. How can you possibly play Bennett like this against Kentucky? Defense playing lights out. 3 points. 3 freaking points. Clemson doesn't come back. They're close, 26-28. No, this is different than Mark Richt's last year's. It's different. Because he did have quarterback talent. Well, except for Grayson Lambert. All right.
4th and 3.
4th and 3. How much you want to bet it's a screen pass? Nope, it's a handoff. And we didn't get it. They're going to call it short. Watch. They're probably going to call it short. Yeah, it's like a yard short. Told you. I saw his knee go down. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Watch. Watch. Down right there. But where was the ball at? He may have been across, but I knew they were going to call it short. They called that one earlier way short, too. It was dumb. Kirby Smart ought to be slapped across his cheeks.
Cole, when do they take a shot? I would say here, but we haven't seen one yet today, so I don't know. I mean, it was mind-boggling the last two drives, not to at least just go down the field. For me, I don't care your comfort level. I don't care what you're good at.
I don't know why. When you're playing this bad and your defense is playing, when your offense is playing this bad and defense is playing this good, why would you not put in one of the other quarterbacks? Can't do any worse. Clearly can't do any worse. And if they're not good, obviously they need to play time to get better. So why aren't they playing?
Joey Gatewood facing a four-man rush.
Kentucky gonna go with a 2-yard pass.
2 yards in the passing game.
A minute 38 to go. They got one timeout.
That's a huge arm sitting on the bench. You get second string reps this week. And obviously the playbook would be limited for a freshman against a defense like this of Georgia.
Michigan State is still beating Wisconsin.
After this game, why don't you try to set the defense with a guy with an arm like that? 4-star recruit, 13th ranked pro-style quarterback in the country out of Lexington Catholic.
At some point, you got to change gears, man. At some point, you got to change gears. You got to. There is no way that the coaches on his staff are telling him that Stetson Bennett's the way to go. And if Stetson Bennett is the way to go because Mathis is terrible, because JT Daniels is terrible, because Carson Beck is terrible, then why did you recruit them? I would be okay with 14-3 wins if we could hold teams like Alabama to 14 points or 3 points.
Just let 12 seconds click off. Gatewood steps up on the run.
What is sad, a first-time starter has actually played better than Stetson. Yeah. Joey Gatewood is playing better than Stetson Bennett. There's no doubt. There's no doubt at all. Who is this? Hey, Mark. How's it going, buddy? Hey, I did. I enjoyed meeting you this morning, sir. That was a lot of fun. I'm over here yelling at the TV. We can't beat Florida like this. Probably not. Snap. Gatewood drops back. Offensive line folds. They rush him out of the pocket, and he gets buried. 4th and about a mile. He finally got a sack. Oh, Azeez Ojulari, man. If it wasn't for him, man, our defense would not be near as good as it is. This guy has a lot of talent. Kentucky takes the time out on their 4th down to figure out what they want to try and do. Azeez Ojulari is just got, I mean, he's just comes in, boom. You can't contain that guy long, man. TJ Finley had a heck of a debut. Yes, he did. 4th and 18. I still don't like the fact that even that Kentucky was able to get as many yards rushing as they got. ESPN just put out no new positive test results Saturday, which is good. Stetson Bennett isn't going to leave voluntarily either. He needs to. If he cares about the team, he will. This game's not over. This game's not over. If Kentucky manages to just out of desperation pull a Hail Mary, they could absolutely tie it up. I mean, they could put, if they go get a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion, that makes it 11. They could get an onside kick a field goal, tied up. Georgia's offense playing like garbage. What do I think about LSU Auburn? I'll take LSU just because I'm never going to pick Auburn. Line shifts. Set, snap, drop back. Azeez Ojulari overpowering him again. Throws short. Incomplete turnover. Oh, there. Whoa, what a late flag. Are you serious? That was terrible. Did you see that? Oh, my goodness. That is absolutely ridiculous. Look at this. They had almost started the next play. Watch. Drops back. Azeez Ojulari pushing this guy all over the place. About to get a sack right here from the linebacker position. Throws across the middle. How is that pass interference? It's not. Goodness. Quarterback in trouble again. Screen pass. A.J. Rose, man. Another flag. Here we go with these referees again, man. I guess this week it's going to be Georgia that gets hosed up. Another injured Kentucky player. These guys are like toddlers at nap time. Everybody's laying down. Holding against Kentucky. Holding. That's the makeup for the BS play that they just called against us.
So that's going to create an opportunity for Georgia. So Boston College hold on.
I got to tell you, Mark, when I'm watching the Dogs, I'm a different person. I'm not like this normal everyday walk around, but when I'm watching the football game, I get pretty far out there. Is JT off playing? I just got off work. No, JT's not playing. They got Bennett in here making as many mistakes as possible. Hey, we got about 20 or 25 guys in here. Do me a favor. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up, guys. Really appreciate it. Just hit the drop down on the chat. Hit the like. Hit the chat button again. It'll pop right back up. You'll be good to go. If it's your first time here, don't forget hit like, subscribe, share, send it to your mom and them. We appreciate it. Also, if you would like to support the channel, you can join and be a member. We really appreciate that as well. It's one of the things that keeps this channel going. You guys are awesome. We also do members-only shows, where you guys can join those as well. Don't forget, every Thursday night at 8 p.m., we do a live show, as a call-in show, where you can join the show as well. Yeah, Auburn gets all the breaks with the refs. They get quite a bit. What did Mark say? Mark said something else? Oh, yeah, we get turned up in here, man. We definitely get turned up. I'm going to watch this game. Might watch one or two more, and then later on we're going to go out trick-or-treating with the little guys again. Son's going to hang out with his girlfriend, and they're doing a couple's costume thing. So good for him, I guess. Me, my wife, daughter, and the little guy will go out to the local neighborhood here and trick-or-treat. Gatewood, check down, and he's swarmed. He's over. Uh-oh. The dog is down, number 7. Who's number 7? Who is that? He looks... I think he got his arm dinged up. Who's that? Stevenson? I don't know. It looks like his left arm, maybe. He's got his left arm turned in. He got his bell rung pretty good. He's shaking his head. What's up, Jerome? What's up, Malaise? Pastor Dave. Jerome Kendrick. Who else we got in here? Rob F. Mark Chenoweth. Keith Wilkerson. How you doing, guys? Will Holt. Dennis Wilson, how you doing, buddy? Sumter LB, how you doing, sir? Hot Dog, love that name. Jason McKinney, Chill Vic, Sumter B. Sorry if I missed you other guys. Really appreciate my members that are in here. You guys are awesome. You guys really help me keep it going. 2nd and 15, Gatewood drops back, scanning, rolls out of the pocket to the right. It's getting chased and avoids a tackle. There's a flag down. Looks like a hold. It's probably going to come back. 19 seconds in the game. This one's pretty much in the books. Hit a thumbs up, please. 10-yard penalty. Holding. Dobson. We got Dobson here. This is embarrassing, y'all. Georgia should have hung 50 points on these guys. Should have hung 50 points. Right now, Kentucky's going, if we could have scored 2 touchdowns, we'd have won this game. And it's not that Kentucky's defense is playing that great. It's that Georgia's offense is playing that bad. 2nd and 25. Bad snap. Get us a safety. All right. Game over. They let the clock run out. Oh, my goodness. This is terrible. Final score. 14-3. Georgia leaned on the ground game because Stetson Bennett can't throw to save his life. This was terrible. Not a very impressive performance. Georgia certainly had an opportunity to do a lot more on offense. The ground game was there at times. The quarterback situation is clearly the problem. Malaise wants me to do my Kirby Smart post-game impression. All right, hold on. See if I can get into character here. 4 players injured in this game, and we got Florida next week. Yep, we probably actually got more guys that were dinged up than that. You just don't know about it. All right, so let's see what do we say here. All right, I guess it's time for the Kirby Smart impression. I think Kirby will win the SEC East. Win the SEC 2000. Transfer portal probably lighten up after this game. Probably. Let me see here. Do this. Let's do this. This. I don't know where my UGA visor is, so we'll have to go with this other visor. Hold on. Still got to fix my visor. All right. First off, everybody, hats off to Tennessee. They have a tremendous team over there. They really worked hard. Today, we clearly we got a lot of work to do. Was pretty proud of how Stetson Bennett played. There was times whenever he made some great plays, and there were times when he didn't make some great plays. But yeah, the defense was terrible today. They allowed 3 points. A lot of work to do on the defense. Offense was absolutely a highlight for us. We like those guys a lot over there. Yeah. Don't ask about JT Daniels and DeJuan Mathis. Both those guys are terribly dinged up. We thought Stetson did a tremendous job today. Just yeah, I mean, those guys did a great job. We really like what they're doing. I mean, hats off to those guys. You know, they really worked hard. They basically called every right play, and we got some work to do. We got some guys that are dinged up. Got to get ready for Florida, but a lot of work to do on defense. A lot of work to do on defense. Kirby, wake up. You ain't gonna beat anybody good with that. Stetson Bennett is a hobbit. And just like our offense in the floor over here, do me a favor, guys. Hit like, subscribe, share. Clemson
came back.
Are they winning?
It's 28-26. We're almost there.
Oh, it's 28-26, so you're still losing. Okay.
Shut up.
Oh, man. What's going on, Jimbo? What's going on, Dustin? Yeah, look, guys, there's so much work that's got to be done on the offensive side of the ball. Clearly, JT Daniels is not getting it done because he's not out there, right? So it must be his fault. No, it's Stetson Bennett's fault, and it's Kirby Smart. You watched my impression of Kirby Smart at the after-game press conference. That's what you just watched. Why, oh why, is Stetson Bennett QB1, DeJuan Mathis QB2, and hey, Chess, how you doing, man? Everything good with you, brother? I saw your video, man. I'm kind of worried about you. I do not want to fire Kirby Smart. I just want him to get better. Because if you send Kirby Smart somewhere else, he's going to take all the talent with him. I mean, he's a good guy. You just got to get it fixed. put in anybody. I do not understand. I do not understand why we do not have a different quarterback in there at least trying to do something when clearly the defense can hold them. Clearly the defense can hold anybody. Why would you not play another quarterback at some point during the game? Heck, take turns playing them through the quarter. It wouldn't matter. Put DeJuan in the first quarter. Put Stetson Bennett in the second. Put Carson Beck in the third. And put JT Daniels in the fourth. And just see what happens. It can't be any worse. 5 interceptions in 2 games. Are you kidding me? How are we still winning? I don't know. If you don't buy your wife Starbucks from time to time, this is what happens.
Don't point it at me.
She turns into you have to give her a pumpkin spice latte to fix that. She does that. She does her own makeup, by the way. Yeah. This is a terrible, terrible problem to have. This is an embarrassment. This is an absolute embarrassment.
Just like me.
You've got all of this talent. You've got 2 5-star running backs. I don't know how many 5-star receivers we have. We've got a 4-star quarterback on the bench, 2 4-star quarterbacks, a 5-star quarterback on the bench, and we're playing the freaking backup. You guys ever seen Bad Boys? Where the guy's talking about how the rats are eating all his money before he can transfer it out of the country. This is what he says. This is a stupid fucking problem to have, but it is a fucking problem. That's where we're at with the quarterback situation. This is a stupid problem to have, but it is a problem. I'm sick and tired of leaning on the defense who's playing out of their minds and then begging the offense to do something. Put Florida offense and UGA defense together, and that's a national championship team. Absolutely. 11 points. I'm done.
She's got more highlighting.
How, help me out here. How is it possible to have all the talent we have and only get 2 touchdowns and not even get into field goal range any of the other times? That doesn't make any sense. How many times can you run it up the middle? We play like this next week, we get beat. We play like this anytime the rest of the year, we probably get beat. We won. It wasn't pretty. It was 14-3. I don't even know how that happened.
Okay.
Fields, yeah. I'm so sick of talking about Justin Fields. I can't even talk about Justin Fields. I got PTSD from watching Justin Fields' video where he joined the transfer portal. You know how many people come back and razz me about that video? I'm going to tell y'all the same thing I'm going to tell him. Obviously, UGA cannot develop a quarterback. Otherwise, one of the 85-star quarterbacks we have would be playing. He's choosing to go with a backup quarterback because he thinks that guy is not going to lose him the game. He already did. When we played Alabama. Because to me, when you're not a quarterback who can win you the game, you are the quarterback who is going to lose me the game. Right? Exactly, Eric. How is it that Boston College can beat Clemson today, but UGA can't score more than 14 points against freaking Kentucky? Not only did we not cover the spread, we wouldn't have covered the spread if we'd have held them to 0. We didn't even make enough points to cover anything. Ridiculous.
What was the score?
14-3. Kirby needs to stop interfering with offensive play calls. That is absolutely correct. You have one of the greatest minds in football history as an offensive coordinator, and you are clearly not letting him be the offensive coordinator. It's ridiculous, sad, pathetic, and a waste of everybody's time and money. You're wasting my time, which is the most important here, let's be honest. You're wasting all the other fans' times here who is more important than mine. You're wasting the time of all of the people on that team, and you're wasting the time and the talent that's sitting on the bench behind them, which is probably the most important. The first comment I said, by the way, was sarcasm if you missed it. Kirby likes old technology. I don't... It's bad to be mad about a win. But you know why I'm mad about the win? Because I already know what's coming. I already know what's coming. Because if we continue to play like this, you can forget a national championship. We're going to make it to Atlanta, or maybe just Jacksonville, and get embarrassed again. Is Clemson winning now?
No, we're still 2 points behind.
No, it's somebody just put Clemson's winning.
Hey!
What's going on, Andrew? It's like we try to see what the least amount of points we can score in a dad blame game is and still win. It's ridiculous. We should be averaging 50 points a game.
It's 28 to 32 now.
Good for y'all. Y'all know how to score points. Kirby needs to step down as DC, but that won't ever happen. No, he needs to stay the DC, but he needs to let the OC run the OC. If not, why in the heck did you hire him? I'm sick. I'm sick to death of Stetson Bennett and a low level of mediocrity at the quarterback position. There is no way there is, and if there is, they need to let every one of them go and put in somebody else. There is absolutely no reason, none, to have this many quarterbacks that can't play at UGA.
Are we gonna beat this? Yes.
Quarterback is an elite team. It's the coaching that's the problem.
Where'd you set the
I have no idea, my dear.
Where'd you set the tree at? Dollar Tree bag.
Embarrassing, sad, pathetic. Kentucky should have won this game 3 times over. If they would have had if Kentucky would have had Felipe Franks, they'd have beat us. That's fact. If Kentucky would have had Garantano, they probably would have beat us.
Pick one.
101 out of 103 on third down in defense. We can't stop our own shadow. We don't deserve to win in Jacksonville. But it won't be y'all that beat us. It'll be us. We'll beat ourselves. Seen it before.
What? Pick one. Trunk at the end of my bed.
Ridiculous. Hit the thumbs up. Maybe I won't feel so miserable later. There was like 9 plays in a row where they just had Stetson Bennett hand the ball off. If you don't trust him to throw the ball, then why don't you put in another quarterback and at least give him an opportunity? No, I didn't miss. I missed Kirby Smart's post game because he doesn't ever say anything important. He always says the same stuff about how hats off to that team. They did a really good job. We've got some stuff to work on. We've got some dinged up players. He always says the same stuff. He never says anything relevant. He never says anything important. He just says that, they're doing the best they can with what they have. I could give his press conferences. They are not that impressive at all. He gets up there and he talks about how we made some mistakes. We've got some things to improve on. It's the same old song and dance every dad blame week. What he should be saying is that, look, we didn't do well today. The reason we didn't do well today is because we've got some questions that need answers at the quarterback position. And before we can answer those, we're going to have a conversation. We're going to have a conversation with our guys and find out how we can make a change, because we got to get better. And in order to get better, we've got to play the best players that we have. And right now, it doesn't look like that we are succeeding with the talent we have in position. You know, you can get out there and you can protect Bennett, and you can say, hey, look, we really like Bennett. He did a great job for us, but we think we've got a better chance if we go with JT, or maybe we've got a better chance if we change things up and we go with DeJuan. But you got to do something, because this isn't working. This is going downhill. I've seen this before.
Watching the process.
All right. I would say I'm over it, but I'm not over it. But I got to be over it because I got other stuff I got to do. Because if I continue down this road, I'm in it with a heart attack. Kirby Smart, you are killing me, sir. You're killing me. I'm doing all I can, man. I try to tell everybody every week that our football team is a great football team, and then you go out there and make boneheaded decisions like this.
My dad.
Lot to do, sir. Well, see, I was really excited at the beginning of the year whenever I saw that DeJuan Mathis come out on the field. I'm like, all right, man, that is a step in the right direction. And then he didn't play the greatest in the world. So you pulled him, and I was like, oh, man, I wanted to see him play more. But the very fact that you will pull him is an indication that you have changed your ways. Wrong. Wrong. Right back to the same old stick with the crappy quarterback for whatever reason, and I'm sick of it. Get your stuff together, Kirby.